you don't need someone to point to you or to help you to see the level of the progress, or let me quote progress, made in this country or in Nigeria since since the start of the year. It's interesting also that the poll that you conducted highlighted the key areas that Nigerians consider very, very important to them. And these areas, like you rightfully indicated, security, job creation, of which particularly for me stands out. With regards to security, how has Nigeria fared? If you ask me to rank, I would say Nigeria hasn't fared so much, particularly when you consider the number of incidents of attacks, citizens arrest, armed robbery attack, banditry attack. It's still on the high. In fact, there was a research that we are doing in Connected Development. What we do is that we track these things reporting on daily, that is on the daily newspapers. We try to evaluate it and pick and sample out this information. So we scan through newspaper across the 3 major newspapers, and then we try and highlight what these things are saying. In addition to that, we work with a private consultancy firm, security consultancy firm, to map out security issues in Nigeria. And surprisingly, we found out that within this period, that at least from January to May, we find out that it's not been improving. In fact, there are a lot of more casualties, peaking mostly in around February and March, and then it's still picking up a little bit. So yes, there's been little decline, particularly for security, but it's the way the direction is doesn't really spell so much for Nigerians. With regards to job creation, it's very, very important, because when you look at the dimension for job creation, it's expected that with a Nigeria, with our population, that government is meant to create, or strategically have put in plans that create at least additional number of jobs every single month. So you now start asking the government, okay, with what you have put in place, what is the level of additional number of jobs that you have created? Even if you are creating those jobs, how do those jobs directly impact to Nigerians? So when I'm talking about jobs, I'm not talking about employment in government or agencies, or employment in maybe different agencies that are directly related to government. I'm talking about employment with regards to entrepreneurs, employment with regards to the private sector, because these are the key areas that can drive unemployment rate in Nigeria down. Unemployment rate is about it has been increasing. Now the challenge there again is to ask, with the formal economy, with the number of students that are actually coming out in universities year in, year out, what is the government putting in place to absorb this number? China alone was able to create about 30 million jobs in 1 quarter alone. So what's Nigeria doing to be able to absorb this? So generally, if I go back to your question, it's clear for us to understand that it looks bleak, it looks difficult, and I think I speak the minds of many Nigerians by saying that with the cost of living, food inflation rates, and also the fact that we don't really see visible, tangible changes. If you ask any Nigerian, how were you better off last year and this year, the feeling is that it's looking bleak. There's nothing that has changed. In fact, there's more frustration in the country, and these are the dimensions I view. So I feel if I should rate them on a personal note, if I should rate the changes in particularly this sector, security and unemployment rate, obviously there's nothing to write home about.